All right. How's everybody doing? Mr. Potadoo, what about the T4B arena? Don't sweat the small stuff. Well, I got the streak started with the T4B, and probably when the 5 stars are off cooldown this afternoon, I'll probably just do the 2 million there, and that will be that. But yeah, no, the T4B needs to be done. Sector 31, I'm looking forward to hearing about your progress. Well, I'm going to use up a bit of energy, and then we're going to... I've already run the 5 stars this morning, so I'm going to be running the 6 stars. They should have been coming off cooldown about 20 minutes ago or so, so should be able to just do a straight run through of those without any issue. Don't think we're going to... Yeah, we're not going to be going fast enough to be outpacing the refresh on those, so we should be good. Should be good there. TP, I destroyed that ugly ebony maw. Yeah. Okay. One more quest that I could open a 6 star and a 5 star. Get a R5 depending on gem. Very good. Ebony maw, more like ebony nah, longer existing. Very good. Well, congratulations on getting Mr. Maw down. Good stuff. Oh, and if any of you are on the Discord side of things, I've brought the stream chat into the Discord. So just under the YouTube Solar Flare channel, you'll see the post for the stream itself, and then under that is the stream chat. So if anybody... I don't know why you would want to just see the chat, but hey, if somebody only wanted to see what's being typed, it's there. I was going to wait until Sunday and do a couple different things for the stream, but I was doing arenas this morning, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I could probably, in between fights, do a couple clicks on the mouse and get that set up, and, well, it's set up now, so. Well, there we go. Mr. Forger, how you doing? Halloween Kills is out on streaming today. Oh, okay. I thought most movies now were going to theater exclusively initially, but okay. Mr. Forger, how you doing? So if I type in the Discord, it will appear here. No, so for the Discord channel, the one where I have the chat, it's where anything I post on YouTube gets posted, and I have it set so nobody can type in there. So you could just read what's being said in the stream chat. I'm just thinking if I want to have it so you could. No, I think I'll leave it like this. Because like if the Discord chat was like, if you could type in there and then see it on stream. Yeah, no. Oh, I think I might end up using it though, the Discord chat, so that this way I don't need to have my browser open. I don't need to have the chat app for the restream thing. So that's a possibility. And one thing as well for the channel. Well, most of the channels on the Discord I have set so that any posts are removed after a period of time. So yeah, so I think the YouTube one is set for like a month, something like that. Okay, so let's get out of here and over here. All right. But yeah, if you're already on Discord, just take a look at the channel. You'll see what I'm talking about, where the chat is showing up. I like the way it is, because so how it is right now, you have the thumbnail for the stream, and then underneath there is the stream chat. On chat testing. That means I can watch the stream in full screen and use Discord to talk in full screen. Okay. Huh. Well, maybe I'll think about it. Yeah, I don't... Because the only thing is, if I have it so that you can chat there... I could move the chat somewhere else, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, so I've used up the energy that I wanted. Let's see if we need to hand out some help to people. Okay, and we had the Alliance help the other day. Oh, no, we still got that one running right now. Okay, cool. I think it's released in theaters too. Okay. It's like I too could see the chat from the channel. Is that correct? Yeah. So if you're in Discord and you're looking at the YouTube Solar Flare, you'll see what's being typed on YouTube chat or Twitch chat. Not bad. Just finished running 654. Oh, start. Oh, okay. For arena. Very good. Very good. Yeah, so I'm thinking like I would use. So the idea would be like for the Discord chat. If somebody were to see the thumbnail for the stream, and then they, rather than watching the stream, if they just want to see what people were talking about, they could scroll through it. If they see something interesting, oh, what are they talking about there? Then they could click and then actually watch the stream on playback. Or if somebody is on Discord and for whatever reason just wants to read the chat, then they could. Okay, so we're done for AQ. And war. I think we've only got 3 fights left. 2 fights left. Okay. Nope, maybe just 1. And how are we looking? Oh, this is cool. This is a close one. Holy. All right. Batty, how you doing? All right, let's jump into the arenas here. So I ran. I did a fair bit of. Oh, actually, before I get started, I'm going to open a few more arena boost crystals because I know I'm going to need them later. I don't have quite enough left that will get me to the final milestone. So we'll do probably about another 50 or so of these ones. But yeah, I got to 2.6 million for the trials yesterday. Normally I aim for 1.5 million a day, but I figured get as much in yesterday as I could. Probably one more run today, and that will be done for that. Okay, cool. So we are all set for when we get back into that. Restream working perfect. Good job. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Imagine wanting to read the chat and not hear this amazing voice. Well, hey, you never know, right? And then we got the T4B started. When the 5 stars come off cooldown around 2 p.m. my time, I think I'm either going to just run the R5s, which will give me 1 million, or do the R5s and then another 1 million and just be, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Just run 2 million there and be done with the T4B. And the featured we're not going to be touching now. So, between yesterday and I woke up at 3:30 this morning. I had to go pee. And I was like, you know what? The 5 stars are available now. And I'm like, hell no, I'm going back to sleep. So I woke up at 6:30 and ran the 5 stars. And then, and now here we are. So it was a little bit more than 2 hours. It was about 2 hours. Because when I was done the 5 stars, the 6 stars were going to be off cooldown within about half an hour. So, yeah. So Discord is not making noise sound as your messages comes up. No, no. Well, and I have Discord closed right now. Actually, I'm still got the same. What I'm viewing is what I have been viewing, but I'm going to try just using the Discord to read the chat. All right, let's get into it. And I think we should have all 6 stars available. Oh, okay. Got quite a few. Testing one more time. Okay. So I think I'm. What did I figure yesterday? I think. So if I ran everything when available, I should be able to get 61 million. Take away 2 million that I'll be running for the T4B. And overall, I wanted just over 60 million. I think that's way overkill. I think I'll at 60, 62, I think I would end up being top 20, between top 25 and top 50. But yeah, I'm quite fine doing the overkill. It's I may end up doing refreshing just to end up at 62, just because it's what I had in mind, and when I recorded my numbers for refreshing previously with the 5 stars, I wasn't using, like, I think I used Domino, which was not a good idea. So I want to try a better team and see what I could actually get per 15 minutes of refreshing. So yeah, I might refresh to 62. But I think as is, taking the T4B into account, I think I should be ending at 59 million. Today, should be able to put up about another 22 million, no, a little bit more than 22 million in the next 24 hours. So we should be around 45, 46 by tomorrow at this time. Mr. Mad Titan, how you doing? How goes it? This arena I will not be able to get to 7.5. I switched to trials. We'll get anti-venom anyway later out of crystals, hopefully. Yeah, that is true. Eventually you'll get everybody. It might take a long damn time, but eventually. I realized that 5-star Red Deadpool was my 800th champ. And the 6-star New Scarlet Witch was 801. Damn. Very good. Very good indeed. Yeah, it's a ton of characters. Well, I mean, some of them are the same one, just different star levels, but damn. Could you do the featured arena and still put up 60 million? If I was refreshing. Yeah, if I was refreshing. So to do the featured arena, I would need to do it 3 and a bit times, which means I would be missing out on about 9 million points, a little bit more, probably about 10 million points from the basic. So I would need to refresh worth 10 million points in the basic. And I think, and this is partly why I want to try the refreshing with a better team for it, to see more realistic, to have a more realistic idea of what I'd be putting up. I think it was 1.7 million when I did the refreshing. Wait, was that? Yeah, I did the refreshing for. Who was I going for? Let me see. Because I'm pretty sure I did it in the basic, not in the featured, even though the 5 stars would be the same amount of points in either. It might have been for the Archangel, where I was refreshing the 5 stars, but let me have a quick look. A quick look and see. So 15-minute refreshing. Oh, I don't have which arena I was running, but the team was Corvus Glaive, Ghost, and Domino. Yeah. So 15 minutes, it was 270 units and 1.7 million points. So I think it would be probably a little bit more than 270 units, and I think I should be able to do 2 million in points. So let's say 300 units. So I think 1,500 units would get me 10 million points, refreshing at 5 stars. But yeah, no, I would not be able to put up 60 million in the basic while also running the featured. If I were refreshing, then yes, I could. But to do it without any cost, no. Let's see. Yes. Feeling bad probably because we just slaughtered the skies in war. Well, that's the way it goes. Next match, maybe you'll get slaughtered. Goes back and forth. When are you going to be doing 7.3? So I've done 5 lanes, or 5 quests. I haven't done the Kang fight. I think I will do it before going for exploration. But to explore it, it's probably going to take me quite a while, because I can't do the lanes with the T2A on them so far. I have an overflow of T2A currently. So if I do those lanes that have the T2A, it's going to give me way too much, and I wouldn't be able to use them up. I think I'm going to end up taking some R3 5 stars to rank 4, mainly just to use the T2A. I was kind of thinking like it would help. It would help for the next arena grind like this, but I can't see going for somebody else out of the basic like this. Maybe Hyperion, which is a ways away, but by then I should have a fair bit of new 5 stars. So if anything, that would probably make a bigger difference, just having the new characters at R3 rather than a few current characters at R4. So yeah, so getting 7-3 done is going to really be dependent on how much T2A I have. If I had absolutely no T2A, then I'd probably get it done probably by December. But yeah, so I've done all of the quests except the Kang one, and I've done only the T5B lanes. The Kang one, though, I think for the first time fighting him, I want to do the Acid Wash one, which I'm not sure what resources on that lane. And then if I go back and do anything more, it would probably be the lanes with 6-star shards. So, have you started 7-3 Batty? It's their 2 kills versus our 47. Yeah, should happen sometimes. But hey, like I said, maybe you'll end up... Well, I don't think... Yeah, I mean, you could end up against an alliance and not do, as well as them. But that is a pretty big discrepancy. I'm playing some FNAF to get jump scared because the month of Spooktober. What's FNAF? Forger, were you going for 5-star anti-venom? Yeah, I think that was the quickest way to go. You're planning on it? Okay. So you haven't started it yet. 5 nights at... Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. And yep. What do you guys think is going to end up going higher? Antivenom or Null? I don't know which, as just characters. I don't know which are which one is more popular. Like comic book characters. And I think from what people were suggesting was that Antivenom looked like the better of the 2 characters in the game. But I know that both people have been wanting them in the game for a long time. You think Null will go higher? Okay. Okay. Just doing the 1 to 5% in basic and featured? Oh, you do the 5% for both? Damn, dude. Okay. And you think Antivenom will go higher? Alright. Alright. Yeah, when I started out doing the featured and the basic for the 5%, and then yeah, I realized that was a little bit more arena that I wanted to do. So then I cut out the T1A arena, and then I started doing the top 10% for the basic. And although if I get, so I need 10 more 6 stars, and then I could put up per run of the 6 stars, I could put up 10 million points. In which case, I could just run 6 stars 3 times in the featured and get where I want to for the top 5%. if I got to that point, I might consider trying to go back to doing the top 5% for the basic, but I don't know. I don't know. Right, let me get here. Okay. Probably only 2 people in that other alliance. Sore losers are bad, but bad winners are more or worse. Get grabbing that flex card. I was just doing milestones, but when I was grinding for Jabari, I found putting 12 million isn't that bad. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not too bad. Well, and it depends, I guess, too, how you do arena. Like, before, for the basic, I was only doing like 2.5 to 3 million a go. And now, recently, I've been just running my all 5 stars, which is about 5 million. So, a run in a little bit, and I'm done. So it's not too bad. But yeah, majority of my arena time is really spent in the trials. It wouldn't be too bad for the trials if I could run all 4 stars. But yeah, like half an hour of that, it's like, no, I need a break. I've got some energy refills to use up too. I've got like 5 that expire in a day, so I'll be able to use some tomorrow for event quest. I should have summoner trials done today. So anytime that the 5 and 6 stars are off cooldown tomorrow, I could just be doing event quest. You're at 7.2 million right now for the basic. And do I want to run? No, I don't want to run an attack boost now. 3 days now, Solar, you have that tickle in your throat. Kept dropping it. Well, I've always got like a dry throat. But yeah, it is getting cooler. I think, what was, like earlier this morning, it was like 1 degree or something. And the high for Sunday is 16. Oh boy. Man, what a difference from June. Jeez. June, July. We were seeing the hottest temperatures ever in Canada. Not here, but throughout Canada in general. But we got to 37, which I think was the highest here. Taz, how you doing? How is your Friday coming along? Good luck on that, Omega. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, when I was doing the thing in Discord with the chat, I was also looking at my bot commands to bring up channel names. And for anybody who's not familiar, which y'all should be, with Taz, there's his channel. Oh, wait, is that it? Let me see. That should be it. Hang on. But anyway, so I had the name typed out previously for the yeah, okay, that is good. For the those commands. And I don't know why. So anyways, I was going to abbreviate them. So like for Enzo, rather than having it typed out as Enzo Egg, and it was just EE for Lord Shadow Rat, so on and so forth. I don't know why, but for Taz, I was thinking that it was Tim. I don't know why I said it was Tim rather than just TTI. Oh dear. Because I typed in Tim and I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. There we go. Mr. Showers, how you doing? June was terrible in the States too? Yeah, man. Yeah. Now, I think they were saying it was something like heat dome or something like that, but I don't know. I hope that was a one-time thing, because that was not comfortable here. Doing good. Can you believe that the paths in 7.3 have full T5Bs on them? I did the second one with OML last night. Yep. Yeah, so I've done 5 so far, and I was just targeting the T5B to offset the amount of T2A I have. So I think I've got enough T5B currently to take 2 champions. No, I think I've got 9 because I've got 8 and then what? Yeah, so I've got 9. So I can take 3 6 stars to rank 2 currently. Problem is, I have no idea. I have no idea who I want to take up. That's an old bad link. Thanks for the share, but please don't share that one. Okay. Wait, I think that went to the channel, no? Let me see. Let's see. 22 Celsius. Oh, really? It's pretty warm for you then. All right. Does that not go to the channel, that link that I posted? Because I think if I look up your... Let's see here. Yeah, if I look up your channel, that's what the URL comes up as. Mr. Slayman, how you doing? How's your Friday coming along? How's 7-3 working out for you? Oh crap, I just realized now that this is a Awakened Nick. I was lucky yesterday, all the Nicks I was facing were still sleeping. Made life so much easier. Alright, out you go, out you go. It does, but I don't want that link to be shared out and try to change it before. Okay. Very good. So, just so you know, that is the URL for your channel. So, like, anybody who goes to your channel, that's what they would see for the URL. Regardless, like, shared or not. Yeah, James T. Kirk going... yeah. Yeah, crazy. The oldest person in space. 90 years old. I don't want to look at 7.3, so tedious. Really? Huh. Wait, you started it though, right? So I haven't done much yet, but I think... I don't know. I don't know if the paths that I were doing were maybe not the best paths to be starting with, because I was just targeting specific resources. But on the paths, I was using revives and health pots, but for the bosses, no. And I'm like, what is this nonsense? DJ, how you doing? How's your day coming along? But yeah, when I have a better look at it, well, I think what I would do, what I should do is what I've done for 7.1 and 7.2 is just go through it, look at the nodes, figure the teams I'd use, and then do it, as opposed to, well, then again, in those cases, I was just trying to go quick. Whereas now, if I'm just taking my time, it doesn't really matter. I could go in with whoever. If it doesn't look like it's going to work out, just reset and come back to it. So, yeah. Go. Doing good. Just finished setting up your gaming PC. Oh. What are you planning to play? Or just anything? Yikes. Doing... you're at 11 million for the featured. All right. Okay. And what do you aim for in the featured? Can't run the 6 stars twice on the first day. Too tired, fell asleep every time I try. 29 minutes. Okay, so you go for what I go. Okay. So I think I'm at the point now where 3 runs of the 6 stars is around 24 million. And then a 4th run, I just have to do about 5 million. But yeah, once I hit 29, I basically stop. I'll hit 29 and do one more just because. Primarily Rust and Ark, primarily survival game. Okay. Okay. Have you ever heard of Escape from Tarkov? So my nephew plays Escape from Tarkov, and I'm not into first-person shooters, but like I never see anybody on Twitch doing it. Same thing with Rust. He played Rust for a while, but I've never seen anybody streaming that on Twitch. So yeah, I don't know how popular of games those are. 10K and 2K 6 stars every 3 days. That's, yeah, dude, it is, eh? It's pretty damn crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm 130,000 away from having 1 million 5-star shards. When the 5-star feature resets, I think I actually will stream opening like 10 or something of those. Because I didn't stream the 6-star feature opening, like I just did it as a video. But I think I might stream. I don't really like streaming openings, but I think it's fun to watch to see what somebody gets. And for this 5-star feature, like there's going to be some pretty decent champions in there. I used to stream Tarkov a year or so. Oh, okay. Okay. Every time I'm asking my nephew about it, I'm like, dude, you still haven't escaped yet? You haven't gotten out? Dude, you're doing it wrong. I have everything set up aside from downloading games, so I have my mic, so I should be good on all ends. Very nice, very nice. But you have to put a lot of work to achieve that. Yeah, yeah. Katie Candy, how you doing? What is shakalackin'? You're ahead of me. I got a late start. So this is my 3rd time running the 6 stars. And I ran the 5 stars this morning, but I started at 17. Yeah, I think I started at 17. So do you have a score in mind that you're trying to get to, Katie? I think mid to high 40s is going to be good, but I've been talking about duping a Mega Red from Arena since May. So I'm just going to go all out. I should end up at around 59, and I think I'll end up trying to get to 62. So if I have to refresh to 62, then that's fine. I only had 2 rounds of 6 stars. Okay, mid 50s. Probably will end up like 52. Okay. Yeah, I mean the majority of the points are from the 5 stars, but and I've run the 5 stars. So I did the 5 stars twice yesterday, once this morning. So 3 for both. Well, 3 full runs of the 5 stars on my 3rd run of the 6 stars. So are you planning to stream most of your runs, or just go how you feel at the time? So I think I'll stream this one currently, and then probably tomorrow morning. And that will be it for my streams. 3 5 stars, 2 6. Okay. Yeah, I when I saw you streaming or going for Omega yesterday, I was a little bit surprised, and then I saw Rob Von Schu going for him too. I really didn't expect, one, I didn't expect too many people to be going for him, and two, I didn't expect many people to be streaming it. But I still think he's a great champion. And anybody who has him but not duped, yeah, absolutely, I could see going for him currently. I wanted to wait until I had him duped to R3, but I ended up taking him to R3 just before the last level up, because there was a mutant advancement, and I had 3 T2A with like with like 3 days. So I figured I may as well put them to use. So I really need to get him duped, because otherwise I've got an unduped R3 Omega Red, which is not something you'd really want. Oh, I think an L1 would have finished him off there. I'm going to try, but we'll see what I have going on. All right. Thought about streaming the runs this morning, but I'm home sick from work. All right. So you mean you can't take like a vacation day and just call it an arena grind or streaming day? You have to call it sick? Yeah, I don't know how somebody with any kind of responsibility manages to do any, wow, talk about being way off, manages to do any real amount of arena. Like, yeah. I got nothing going on, and I find it hard enough to keep up with arena. I need to head out. Might return though. All right, Forger. I'll be here for a while. But thanks for coming and hanging out. I use my 5-star all the time. I used to use him a fair bit, and when I stopped doing war, I didn't use him at all. But I don't know what it is. I just really like everything that he brings to the table. And I'm in an alliance. It's competitive in war. I don't know how applicable he'd be for the path that I'm on. But I think I've been holding off on the mutant quest for the current EQ, just because I want to use the 6-star Omega in it. I've done it with the 5-star, but I want to make the 6-star. I don't know if I'd make him a horseman. He really isn't going to benefit as much as others, but want to make him a horseman and just have a go at it, because. Yeah, with that biohazard and using Omega, it's going to be crazy. If I didn't have him duped, I'd go for him also if Kabam gave out 20 more SIGs instead of 1. Yeah. But I think, I think for this year, for 2021, this is the last time I'm going for a champion from Arena. Unless we see Ghost or Nick. I'd probably do a featured for either of those to get them awakened. Save my gems. But outside of that, we're going to be just going for the top percentages. You grinded meetings. Damn. Okay. Apparently I need to be finding where you work and be applying. Relentless, how you doing? How is your day coming along? I was way too far back to be able to get in there. Okay. Oh, actually, I got yours abbreviated too. I think. Yes, I do. All right. So anybody not familiar with Mr. Relentless Grinds, there's his YouTube URL. They're so long and boring, it makes the time go. Fair enough. Fair enough. So in my previous job, well, not my previous, my last job, so I haven't had one since. I really, for the most part, unless there was like an actual problem, basically I only had about half an hour to an hour of work a day in the morning. So, and I still have it on my phone. I log into it. I don't do anything anymore. Well, I had this mobile game, and I had all these spreadsheets set up for it, and majority of my workday was managing this mobile game. Like you had like a space station, and you could upgrade different parts of the space station, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's what I was doing at work most of the time. Was just going in, updating all that info, and yeah, it was a rough life. And so it would frustrate me sometimes if, like, after the hour of work, if something came up that I actually had to do things, and it would take me away from the mobile game. Like, what's work doing interrupting my gaming time? Doing good, just working and lurking. Happy to report no items used in 7.3 so far. Having a lot of fun with it so far, but I'm only on the 3rd chapter. Okay. So have you been, like, exploring each chapter, or just getting a lane done just to get through it? Best time to auto fight. Yep. Yep. So when you're streaming on YouTube, Katie, are you still doing the restream thing, or are you just streaming on YouTube? Like, do you if you've got a YouTube stream, it's only YouTube. If you've got a Twitch stream, it's only Twitch, or do you still do the restream thing? Just using the energy as it comes. Hope to have completion at the end of the weekend. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to maybe Sunday evening have a go at Kang. Main reason for me to get completion done is just to see what the class of gem, the 1 to 2 gem is. Because I do need to use resources to do a couple 6-star rank ups, but I may as well skip whatever class that gem is. So I figure I may as well find out what that is as soon as I can. But other than that, yeah, I would be fine to. Because I prefer, because Kang is kind of like a unique fight, like the Grandmaster and the Gwen fight. So I prefer, once I start doing that, just to do that entire quest, because then that fight's fresh in my, which I might do anyways, because there wouldn't be that much T2A there that I'd be picking up. Yeah, that'd be. But I think that fight will be costly. The first time will be costly for sure. Just YouTube or just Twitch restream started to mess with the YouTube algorithm. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that there were a few, like yourself, J-Rock, I think Lord Shadow still does, and there were a couple others that were doing the restream thing pretty frequently and then don't. Yeah, and I had no idea, I didn't know why. And honestly, I don't even know right now if I know how to stream without the restream setup. Well, Twitch, I guess, would be pretty straightforward. And YouTube would still be the same because it just wouldn't be tied to restream. But I do like the integration of the chat, and now having the chat on Discord as well. which you could do. No, you'd still have to do it through Restream to get the chat over to Discord. So, yeah, it's because of that problem. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. And I think, like text-wise, text in the chat panels, it's less convoluted without the Restream, right? Which is like for me, it's fine because I'm just using the Restream chat app. But if you're on the YouTube or on the Twitch side, you know, where each time it's saying, you know, like from Twitch, from YouTube. And it's funny too, because when I started the Restream thing, it was just to see how it works. Like I had no intent to keep using it, and here I am. I think probably most of my time streaming has been with the Restream rather than just YouTube or just Twitch. It's actually easier without it, to be honest. Okay. For Twitch or just in general? Because I think I've only done like 2 or 3 Twitch only streams, which I should do more of to get familiar with it. Don't like any of these options. I guess this is going to be the quickest one. In general? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I keep saying there's things that I'm going to do or want to do and never do it. Like streaming exclusively to Twitch for a couple streams, changing some things on the stream layout. I might prefer Twitch over YouTube for live streams, though. It's more engaging. Yeah. I think this is the first time I've seen you in chat when I'm streaming, too. So, welcome to the stream. So you going for Omega, this is your first time, right? I asked you that in chat yesterday, and I'm pretty sure you said it was because you used the 5-star and you're just looking to get the 6-star. You lurk. Oh, you're one of those. Okay, I see. Oh, snap. So all the bad things I've said about you, oh, I didn't really mean them. So do you have a gem for Omega, or you just want to get them the first time? Or are you going to be real hardcore and dupe them from Arena as well? I'll be right back, heading to a Zoom. All right, dude. I will be here for a while yet. Oh, wait, maybe not. Jeez, I think I've only got like about 1 million more to go. No. I have to have more than that. Oh, right. I don't get that many points. Well, I might do some of the trials. J-Rock, how you doing? How goes it? Oh no, I don't have any. I'll bring him to R2 and then wait to dupe him from. Oh, okay. Yeah, the hard part is getting the first time, right? So yeah, and then whether it be from content or offers or whatever, I'm sure we're going to be seeing 6-star Awakening gems. So yeah, he was my most wanted champion for a long time. Wait, so when did I finished? I finished Abyss last August, and with the generic Awakening gem, I was going to hold on to it until I got Omega Red, and then I pulled him in March, I think, and I was going to give him the generic Awakening gem, but I figured I would wait because I was contemplating doing a Legends run for 7-2, in which case I would have needed to awaken Ghost. So yeah, I didn't use it right away when I pulled him. And I think it's the most excited I've probably been in because of this game ever. And might have been one of the most excited I've been in life. So I don't normally buy calves, even though I've got a few videos of me opening calves like a madman. But I bought 2 of his calves when he was in the before the arena had changed over to have the 6 stars. And I got him from the second one. I freaked the shit out. Because I just wasn't expecting that. Like, I bought the calves simply because I'm like, why not? You know, it's 600 units. I'll get it back from arena. Just, you know, whatever, right? And I got them. And then shortly after the arenas changed, and then I was going through like who would be in the basics, and I saw that he would eventually be there. Like, it was going to be a long ways off, but he was coming up. So I figured, well, I'll just hold off until the arena, and well, here we are. So yeah, this has been a long time coming. A long time coming. So ready up to J-Rock. What you got going down? Mm-hmm. So, Katie, what sig do you figure you'd want the 6-star to be at before you started using the 6-star over the 5-star? Because I think like I should be able to get the 6-star to about 100 if I get them, or if I dupe them. And I think I would use the 6-star right away over the 5. The 5-star's max sig, and I haven't used him for anything in particular in a long time. I try not to. Well, no, there's a few cases where I'll use a 5-star just because they're the best option for something, but usually I try not to use 5-stars. Probably okay, yeah. So if you were like 3 to 5 million short of what your goal is, would you refresh Katie or no? Just working right now, about to take a break and start on the 5-stars. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then we're going to be getting Sig Stones from 7-3. We're going to get the 20 crystals and then 30 generic. The generics are on exploration, so. Probably hard to say, though, because I want my units for null. Oh, okay. For an arena grind? Or to open calves? And are you going to go for the 5 or 6-star if you're doing the arena grind? That's going to be pretty damn high arena, probably. I think regardless of how good he is, but just because he's been somebody that people wanted for so long. Oh, dear. This is not the way it's supposed to go. No, not at all. Okay. I think that's going to be the only way I'm going to get that down. For calves? Not doing that grind? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the next couple features, this upcoming 5-star feature is going to be pretty packed, and then, I mean, we just got the 6-star feature reset, but the next 6-star feature is going to be pretty stacked as well. I don't like the fruit refresh in the basic arena. Yeah, it really doesn't feel like you're getting much for it at all. Do you have any problems with the game crashing for you? Because I just recently updated my phone from an iPhone 8 to 13. The iPhone 8 on stream was crashing pretty reliably between 20 and 30 minutes. And the 13 is now about every hour of streaming. Okay. I didn't expect that going to the 13 would resolve the crashing issues. I am a little bit surprised that it is still pretty frequent. I mean, I guess it's more noticeable for Arena, because for Arena I'll be playing for a couple hours streaming a couple hours at a time. If not doing Arena, I don't really notice it crashing at all. But that's because it's usually like only 20 minutes here, half an hour there, kind of thing. I might do the grind to pick up the 5-star Ronaldo. Yeah, I could see a lot of people going for the 5-star. Yeah. And the 5-star featured grind really isn't too bad. If you're somebody that's normally, going for the top 5%, it's just doubling that score, and you'll get the 5-star. So. It crashed an EQ for you? Okay. I've been using the new iPad mini and haven't crashed yet. It's been nice, actually. Okay. Yeah, somebody a while ago when we were because for me with the iPhone 8, it was doing it all the time. And we talked about it quite a bit in stream. And somebody was saying, yeah, for their iPad, it wasn't an issue. And they were thinking that was the difference between the two. And I think like the iPhones and the iPads, they're different processing chips. And they were figuring that might be what it is, so... But I am much preferring the game with the iPhone 13 over the iPhone 8. Oh, man. I mean, it's just the bigger screen. It doesn't feel like... So with the iPhone 8, I could definitely tell when a crash was coming because it would just get sluggish. With the 13, it just cuts out. Like there's no sluggishness at all or anything like that. So, and then when it comes back up, it's pretty quick too. But I've been burning energy refills that were expiring, so it could have been equated to the time spent in the game at the time. Yeah. And with the iPhone 8 too, like when I was doing arenas, it wasn't getting super hot, but it was definitely getting warm. And I haven't really been noticing that with the 13. The thing I like the most though is the battery. Oh my god. So I streamed yesterday as soon as arena started, streamed for 4 hours. Once I was done, unplugged the phone, and then went to bed at around 12, and it was at 20%. And between the stream ending and going to bed, that was like, it was unplugged all day. And with the iPhone 8, half an hour, and it needed to recharge. I have the iPad Pro with the M1 chip, no game issues. Okay. If you mean iPad mini, as in Pro version. The iPad mini 6? Oh yeah, because I guess, the iPad wouldn't be at the same version of the iPhone. Yeah. I had an iPad, I don't know, like I think it's maybe might have been the first one actually. I think it might have been the first one. And I used to use it only to watch TV shows when I'd be on a treadmill. That was the only time I used it. And I got one for my mom years ago, and I think she ended up using it like more than her computer. And then I don't remember, there was something. No, I think it was getting old, and I was at a course for work, and what the heck was the course? I think it was in San Francisco. I think it had to do with storage. And at the end of the course, they gave everybody, they had the choice. It was a PlayStation, iPad. I don't remember what the third option was. But anyways, I took the iPad and I realized I wasn't going to use it. So I ended up just giving that one to my mom too, which I think that's the one she still uses. I guess if I were to use it for like an iPad for the game, I would get used to it. But like the size difference between the 13 and 8 took me a bit of time to feel comfortable with. So going to iPad, it would really feel different. It has the same chip as the iPhone 13. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I'm 5th generation iPad mini. I think actually for the iPhone 13, the difference in screen size between this and the iPhone 8, if I were to like be pretending to be healthy again and like going to the gym and stuff, I think this would be fine to watch stuff on. Like, I wouldn't need the bigger screen from the iPad. I think this would be sufficient. And well, for the most part, I'd probably just be listening to music anyway. I can't play it on an iPhone anymore. Too spoiled on the largest screen. Yeah. Like I can't go. So when I first got the iPhone 13, the case I had was plastic, so my fingers were always slipping. So I'd have to go back to the iPhone 8 quite often. And the first couple days, it didn't seem that big of a difference. Then I got the new case for the iPhone 13, which is rubber. So since I've had this case, I haven't gone back to the 8 at all. I did once. I don't remember why, but the iPhone 8 screen for the game just seemed so small. I was like, how have I played on this for 2 years? I pretend to be healthy. Well, I mean, I go to the gym. I watch people work out and sweat and put in effort. And I feel, like watching them, it's pretty stressful. So I feel like that was, somewhat of a workout. So that's how I go to the gym and I pretend to be healthy. Man, it's crazy though. So I moved five years ago, and prior to moving, so I was in a small town in northern Canada. And there's not much to do. Like the population was about 3,000. The only way in and out was airplane. There were no roads, and so there wasn't really a hell of a lot to do. I downloaded movies, TV shows, so like if not working or whatever. And then the other thing I would do to pass time was like being active, being at the gym and stuff. And then I'd come here and I don't do anything. And like the past year and a bit, I only go out to go shopping. And then like streaming is like my interaction with people, and then watching TV. So go from like 2 hours a day, 4 days a week in the gym to barely going outside at all. So yeah, it has been a difference. The iPad minis are same size and in some cases smaller than the Pro. Max is just taller. And I think I don't know if it was supposed to be today, but they're coming out with an updated version of the iBooks. iBook? Is that what it is? Of their laptops. And I think they've gone back now to their they're no longer going to be using the Intel chips for the Apple devices, so they're making their own processors. It's funny, for a company that started out as a computer company, I don't really know if anybody thinks of them as that anymore. It's more like a gadget company. And it's weird how things have changed. So since I was a kid, like our first computer was a Mac, and any computer I bought, I've always bought Macs. Any laptop has been Windows based. But for like when I was like a teen into my early 20s, you know, what kind of computer do you have? Oh, it's a Mac. Oh, blah blah blah. You know, not many people had Apple products, so they were kind of like the little guy. And now, things have changed. Yeah, so we're almost done with the 6 stars, and then we'll go put up some points in the Summoner Trials. So that's not looking too bad. 25 million in 24 hours. So if we do that again, today, and actually today, no, yeah, it'd be about the same. So that'd be about 50 million tomorrow at this time. Yeah, we should be able to get to hit the goal. Man, if I miss, it's gonna suck. I wouldn't be able to go. Yeah, if I were to try to go round 2, I would have to be refreshing, because I miss out for a good portion on Tuesday. But let's just hope I'm successful round 1. George, how you doing? How's your Friday coming along? Okay. I think this is the second champion that I've gone for from the basic and the 6 star. First being Cable, and I went for a couple 5 stars from the basic. But yeah, this is only the second 6 star, and hopefully the last. Although I might go, I don't know. I could see possibly going for Hyperion from the basic, but I would need a fair bit more 5 stars to make that grind less painful. Luke Cable, now this guy for me? Okay. I thought of going for Luke Cage, but I was like... and I think Luke Cage was before... Yeah, before they reduced the points for the 6 stars. I remember who was in the featured when he was in the basic, but I was not feeling like doing it. Although he's kind of like Omega, where usable without, but you really want his awakening. I'm guessing you're going for the 6-star Omega? No, I'm just going for milestones. Yeah. 6-star Omega is the target. It was still reduced, but okay. Yes, let's do that. Okay. And then let's go here. Okay. Have you picked up any 6 stars from the featured arena, Katie? It's weird. Like the amount of points for the featured is a lot more, but it feels easier. I don't know why. I think part of it too is just running the 6 stars there, and you're getting so many points for them. It feels it just feels a lot better. Hell no. It's interesting too because Claire, Symbiote Supreme, there's a couple others that were in the featured, and their scores weren't crazy high. They were definitely high, but not over 100. And then we got Archangel and a couple others that were existing 6 stars, where their scores were a fair bit over 100. Although I guess in Archangel's case, like, he is a pretty unique champion. But I thought Claire would have gone a fair bit higher than she did. I guess she'd been around for a while though. Symbiote Supreme, I could definitely see him being under 100. I guess that'll do. It feels good to do it. But I don't think I would do a featured grind for a brand new champion. Not first round, anyways. Because, I'd have to be refreshing. And I'd probably be refreshing a fair bit. So the possibility of doing that, using those units, and it being up for no use, that would suck. I mean, I guess it's the same as... Well, no, because if you're opening crystals for a champion, even if you don't get the champion, you might be getting other champions, you're getting ISO, you're getting gold, you're getting shards, so you're still getting something. Whereas if you miss for an arena grind, all you're getting is battle chips. Well, I guess a little bit of gold, but it just doesn't seem to offset the effort and time. At all. So are you working on the grind currently, Katie? While you're home sick? I am back. Wow, the Discord channel is rolling up so much. By the way, how's the chicken yesterday? It was good. Yeah, it was good. I still have some, so I'll have that heated up later. Everyone is on cooldown right now, as they should be. Damn right. So do you do the summoner trials as well if you're going for a champion, or you just stick with that, the arena you're trying to get the champion from? Oh, there's the Mr. Luke Cage that's still sleeping. Sometimes I do trials, but most of the time I just stick to the arena I'm in. Yeah. Discord is ahead of the chat messages popping up. Yeah, the YouTube chat is slower to... Like, as soon as you hit enter, it takes a couple seconds for it to show up on the stream. Twitch seems pretty quick. And actually, I'm in the Discord one now, so let's see how that... Let's see. No. Yeah, I don't like any of those options. And I don't like any of these. Yeah, if I have the chat in here, I might end up increasing or decreasing the frequency at which the posts are removed from that channel. Because the channel's just going to be filled with chat now. Oh, Relentless, I don't know if you're still there, but dude, you are, you're almost at that 100 subscribers, so that's being a face reveal, I believe. Well, well, well. Also, did you update your channel banner? It's looking pretty slick. Never fails. Solar got a call from my brother during the stream. It's all good. Nothing too important was... You didn't miss anything too important. I'm still here, just lurking in my Zoom. Okay, okay. So once things are open back up and relatively normal, do you still work from home, or would you have to be going into an office? Or were you already working from home? Ooh, we're almost done the 6 stars. Oh, snap. All right. Thank you, sir. Oh, so polite. Love Warlock. Thought I would throw him in. Okay. Do you have him as a 6 star? Work from home the past 2 years before we go into the office and remote, but now I'm 100% from home, which, okay. Okay. My brother works for the university here, and he'd been wanting to work from home for a long time. So he's been doing it for the past, just over a year, I guess. And and he's close to retirement, so he wants to basically just finish off working from home. And I figured like anybody who could would want to, but apparently most of the people in his office, they want to return to the office. I think in some cases people want to get away from their kids. Yeah, when he was telling me that, yeah, most of the people want to get back to the office, I was pretty surprised. Oh, crap. I need that one more hit. There we go. Oof. It's a good thing he wasn't going to be a jackass and throw the special at the 14 rock stacks. I wish I had him as a 6-star, but just R3 Nick and use the Awakening Gem on him. That's your new toy? Okay. I'm so spoiled on remote work, just thinking about having to shower in this softball. And so, like the job that you're doing currently, J-Rock, that's relatively new, right? And the one that you had prior, you were working from home then too? Yeah, I was looking the other day online at the ISP I use at their job postings, and there were 2 job postings for a basically like a call center, like when you call in, you have an issue or whatever, and you want to yell at somebody who you talk to. And there was one that was part-time, one that was full-time, and they were both advertised as working from home, which I was quite surprised. And I mean, I think something like that wouldn't be that difficult to be doing from home, because all you would need to do is just log into like a centralized system to be able to track tickets and blah blah. But yeah, I applied for the part-time one, so we'll see. But yeah, so if I don't have to wear a mask, I want to find something at, like, I don't know, like a gas station, convenience store, washing dishes, something physical. But yeah, part-time from home, that wouldn't be too bad at all. You've been remote for about 4 years now? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how well I would have done when I was working if I think the idea of it initially would have been great to work from home, but I think I wouldn't have liked it too much. Let's see. Kabam's clever or listening to you. Daily cards for 6 stones. Omega equals cash for stones. Are you not liking the Steve return and quest? I haven't. I've been doing the objectives. I didn't do the one yesterday. I haven't done the one today. I'll probably end up saving a few objectives, running those at once, and then picking up the shards to level him up. But yeah, I haven't been doing it too much. But the objective part, that's fine. And then the quest part, that doesn't seem too bad. The first day I did the Agent Venom quest, and that didn't go too well. But since then, the other couple times I did the symbiote Spidey, and that was fine. So yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. And I did the easy path for the final portion where you fight Null, and yeah, that was fine. So once I get the summon symbiote maxed out, then I'll do the other two paths. Parasite, how you doing? And yes, face reveal at 100 subs. I'm slowly crawling up there. The past 2 months, been crickets. I need to put up more vids. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, you go through phases. At least I do. Like, sometimes you'll get a bunch of new subs, and then other times you'll dip down a couple, or... Nope, not what I want to do. Nope. Yes, that's what I want to do. Or you'll just... Yeah, no growth for a while, and then... Yeah, you'll pick up a bunch, and yeah, I suppose a lot of it depends what you're doing, though, too. I'm looking forward to getting to 500, and then I'll do the 5-star Nexus opening, where chat will decide who I pick. And I'm going to do that, and open 100 daily Thronebreaker crystals, I think. Apart from AQ, war tension, everything is okay on my side. Ooh, I should check and see. Like, we're probably done war by now. It was a little bit of an adjustment for sure, but having extra time with family instead of spending hours driving to and from work makes it worth it. Yeah. Where do you live, J-Rock? Because, yeah, like, being in the city, that definitely... would be a thing here. But yeah, where I used to live, you could walk from one end of the town to the next in half an hour. And yeah, so everything was pretty close. Like, for me to go to work, it was... I could see the building from my home. So it wasn't even a 5-minute walk. If I went along the street, it was probably about a 5-minute walk. But if I just went, like, I could probably do it in about 3 minutes. It was funny too, because we'd been there since I was 6. So I grew up there. And when we first moved there, I think there was 5 cars and trucks, like personal, outside of work vehicles. So and other than that, it was snow machines and ATVs. And when I left, I mean, the town itself hadn't grown much. But when I left, pretty much everybody had like a truck. And there's no need for it. Did everyone do the AV quest the first day? Oh, crap. Probably. Well, probably other people were a little bit more prepared for it than I was. I knew what they were doing. But yeah, I got in there and it was not going well. I'm like, this is, well, hey, it's a good thing I've got all these resources that are going to expire. How do you feel about Seaton semi-retiring? I think, anything we do comes to an end at some point, right? I'm about to literally just auto farm RL for the day. 7.3 potions. Yeah. I live in upstate South Carolina. Okay. Okie dokie. So, let's put up some points here. And we've still got the item use going. Yeah, because that's a 3-day. Yeah, okay. Okay. Ooh, I want to see where we were for war. Okay, we finished. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. So I don't know. I don't know if either side. No, we didn't have any extra kills for sure. And I don't know if they did. But if it comes down to like all of the deaths were less than 3 per node, then we should win because we have less fight duration. Holy crap. That's crazy. Okay. Ooh, let's how much more do I need to do in here? No, that's not enough to finish. I don't really like the side quests though, where you've got to do this, the next thing, and something else. And oh, hey, one more thing, to get through the whole thing. I don't really care for that. I prefer to just go in, get what you're gonna get, and be done with it. But I guess it's, a different approach, so why not? Why not? Why not? Interesting. Man, if we lose that war, it's gonna hurt. Ah. Nope. By the way, even if our alliance has covered all paths and killed the boss, yet the opponent's alliance has more points. How? So it's who dies less to fight. So if you died more, you would have less points. I've done 2 quests in 7.3, no revives or potions, not bad content. Both bosses done already. Okay. Yeah, I don't think for any of the bosses that I've done in 7.3, no, I might have used a revive on one, but outside of that, it was just the pass. All of the bosses were pretty straightforward. And I don't even think did I do any swapping? Oh, I might have swapped for 2 of them. But other than that, the team I used for the path was the same team I used for the boss. Although Kang might be a different story. So I won't say too much yet, I guess. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to get him down before he got to his L3, but got her done. Got her done. Okay, and let's get to the Summoner Trials. Put up a few points there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the results of war. Well, I'm looking forward to the results of war because I think it's a win for us, but it is possible that we could be drowning in our sorrows pretty soon. Are you getting any advancement event yet? I am so waiting for tech advancement. So the day before we had the last level up, there was, or not the day, the 7 hour before the last level up was a mutant advancement. Then we had the level up, and the entirety of the level up, all 22 hours, was all combat, class combats. The level up ended, and then we got a bunch of different class advancements. But I've got a couple 6 stars to put ISO into. And I think I'm going to take a few rank 3 5 stars to rank 4 to use up T2A. But outside of that, well, for the 5 stars to rank 4, I would probably do that dependent on the class rank up at the time. All right, let's get through this. Let me run an attack boost here as well. Yeah, so the events that we see are different for Thronebreaker and Uncollected. Thronebreaker and Cavalier, they're different. I think they're the same for Cavalier and Uncollected. But yeah, there's no schedule for the 7 hours. They are random. And it used to be random for the 22 hours as well. And then they changed them to a set schedule a while ago, which is kind of nice because well, I mean, it's really only level up that people pay attention to. And then arena wins on a Sunday kind of sucks, but I keep forgetting. The only time I'll remember the Heimdall's on their team is when I'm facing Heimdall. Oh yeah, Heimdall's on their team. You are lurking? All right. Level up sometimes, many times drive my resources, so I tend to do more advancement as it keeps me focused to a class. Yeah. So usually what I'll try to do, if there's a level up on, I'll try to wait until I see if there's a class advancement. And if there is, then I would level up whoever fits that class. And if there is no class advancement during the level up, then I'll just do whoever. And then for the class advancements, I'll either level up champions of that class or just open crystals. Because if you open crystals, you also get points for the class advancement. And if you open 32 of the PHC crystals, or the full ones, not the shard ones, that will max out your class advancement. Or you could do a mix. You can also sig up characters of that class for points in class advancement. Some stupidity happened in war. 2 people went to the same path. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Yeah, I had my first death in war since being in this alliance yesterday. And I felt bad about it because it was a fight I had done previously, which is not a problem fight. And so normally if I'm doing war, I'll be at my desk just because it's, yeah, rather than like sitting on the couch and whatever. So it was a fight I'd done previously. I had an invulnerability boost on, and I figured it was going to be pretty straightforward. So I was just on the couch doing it, and I got my ass handed to me. Oh, I felt bad. Not so much that I died. Like I definitely felt bad because I died because it was a damn close war, but more so because I was I just got arrogant about it, right? Like I'd done the fight before. Oh, this is not going to be a problem. No, I should have still approached it. It's a war fight. It matters if you die. So yeah, I should have just come in my room, sat at the desk for the 3 minutes, and got her done. But oh well. And I mean, at least if it had been a hard fight, then I could have been like, hey, that's difficult. But it wasn't. I think what was different from what I had yesterday compared to when I'd done the fight previously, the attack tactic that had been, or the defense tactic, whatever the tactic is, I think that was different. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Seven wars and one death for me because of game crash. Okay. Other than that, it's a non-knockout streak. Very good. It's funny too because prior to this alliance, any wars that I've been doing in the last 2 years, I didn't even keep track of when I died because I was dying all the time because I just didn't care. I mean, I don't really care either. So the thing is now, I don't care about war. I just don't want to contribute to us losing. Whereas when the current war system first started, like I wanted to do well in war because I wanted to do well in war. But if we ended up in whatever, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. This Iron Man Infinity really makes me angry when below 15% and enables its auto block. Stab man in arenas, I cry. I know he is annoying in arena. Absolutely. So you could do that a couple ways. Is when you get to that 15%, you could try to hold on to a special, and then when he is coming at you, you could just intercept him with a special or hold on to an L3, and so long as he has no armor ups, use your L3. Also, if he has armor ups, that's when he's gaining his power at that 15%. I mean, the best thing to do is to use an L3 or L2 or something to finish him off before he gets to 15%. Music Man Joe, how you doing? How's your Friday? Had to solo a Doom boss that was linked in war today. Oh. Just do heavy when he has more than one armor up. Yeah, you could do that too, but then you're having to intercept him with a heavy, which actually it's not too bad for him. Because if he's coming at you with his heavy, yeah, it gives you plenty of time to get ready. I'm going to upload a video of the take. Oh, very good. Very good. Probably going to use the war, though, unless BG1 takes out their boss. Dude, that's frustrating. If, it's one thing if you lose because of deaths, But if you lose because you're leaving things up, yeah, it sucks. Especially if others are using resources or, you know, putting in a big... And I do get sometimes, yeah, you just can't get the node down or whatever, but it's still annoying. And yeah, that's what we'll do. I do heavy. AI gets the gap, and many times I cannot parry him until I get a champ who can do non-contact. Yeah, so being able to counter his heavy with yours can be tricky. Most of the time, I'll do 2 dashbacks and wait for the second part of his heavy, and then use mine. If you're quick, you can do just 1 dashback and get your heavy off to counter his. But I find it, yeah, far safer to do the dual dashback and just wait. Let me see if this is still doing... Yep. I don't know what the deal is with that. So when IHOP is coming out of his immortality, just as he's like regaining the health, you whiff if you're attacking him. And I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be or if that's a problem. So usually, to avoid that, when he's coming out of immortality, I'll just wait until he's done the healing and then attack him. You need to get trained to get stun immune, champs, more to get used to, yeah. My Friday's pretty good. I have off work today, so I'm going to make some MCOC content. Good stuff. That's a major problem, Joe. You're struggling that much to do the fights in war and others take... Oh, you're in the same alliance. Hey, did that? No, I don't. Unless there is no coordination in war. Yeah, war sucks, yeah. It is frustrating, but at the same time, it is what it is, I guess. Hopefully, they take out their boss who has low health, because I don't like losing in war. That's what, yeah. Yeah. You know, so when they change it to the way it is currently, I was really into it, and then I lost interest. But there was one point, might have been around season 8 or so, and we were doing off-season wars, and I used to get frustrated when we were losing off-season wars, just because I'd be like, look, if we're going to do war, let's do it to win. Now, even season wars, I don't care. Like, we could lose them all. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I don't like it, whether it be war or AQ or whatever, where you get some BGs that are, you know, really trying hard, people using resources, and then you get... The worst is when you see a BG where they aren't going to clear and there's been no item use. That annoys me. Oh, you're not in the same alliance? Okay. Same vision? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. What a coincidence. When I am here, I am hearing this track. I've downloaded it and was hearing the whole thing last night. Got 10,000 5-star shards from the war event today, though, so that, yeah. Yeah, when they changed those milestones for the war stuff, that is pretty nice. And I think people like myself who don't want to be doing war, it's going to make it pretty hard not to be getting into war. Okay, so we got no more skill arena boost. We got no more skill arena boost. Let me specify. Barbarian, how you doing? Maybe I do want to rank up Ghost or Claire after all. We just used the last cosmic one. Okay. I don't like neither for basic questing, but for some Cav EQ bosses and past, Claire did some serious. Yeah, I quite like Claire. And when she first came out, I didn't really think one way or the other. And I used her as a 5-star in variant 5, and it was since then that I really like her. And I think so far for war, I've probably always had her on the war team, actually, on the war attack team. I haven't done war AQ for months, and this is the second war I've done for the first time in a while. So I don't mind doing war because of the... Okay. If you can use her power gain, she's decent, but if not, fights take way too long for how good people say she is, in your opinion. So, so if you're not using suicide, well, I mean, I guess that's for anybody, because with suicides, you're going to do a lot more damage. And so, obviously, that's the case with her. But the thing that's nice with her, though, is you change what she does on her L2, depending on what you need. Like if you need the power drain, well then you go to the poison or the plague curse. If you want damage, you go to hellfire curse. If you want healing, you go to the bleed curse. So it's kind of nice to be able to change things around depending on what's needed in the fight at the time. So then because of the curse of blood, being able to heal, she's super sustainable. She can power control. Yeah. She gets a fair bit done. If I didn't have her, I would probably value Doom a lot more than I do. Even though I'd be running suicides, I'd still probably be looking to him for a lot more, like as a counter for a lot more things. I use her for biohazard if there's nodes that mess up Apocalypse somehow. But also I debate between her and Ultron. So I took Ultron to rank 2 a little while ago. I haven't used him very much, but I think I would prefer Claire. Ultron has the potential to bring to the table most of what she does. His power control is on his L3, so it's a little bit harder to get to. But he's got the dual immunity. She has the potential for the dual immunity. His debuffs are going to be stronger. Yeah, it's not a bad conundrum to have. I think if it were me, I would go Claire. But like I said, I haven't really used Ultron. Yeah, Ultron has double or triple immune. Well, bleed and poison. Then if he's duped, he's resistant to energy. Well, he'll heal from energy damage. It will reduce the incinerate and shock damage? Yeah. And immunity to Archangel reduction is nice. Um, but Archangel, it would be irrelevant anyways because he's not going to be bled or poisoned, so he's not going to get a neurotoxin. But yeah, immune to the ability accuracy reduction in general would be nice. So like something for like Medusa or Nebula, he wouldn't have to worry about fighting them. But yeah, for Archangel, it wouldn't matter. But yeah, so Claire has the potential. She wouldn't be double immune at the same time, whereas Ultron is. You could switch her immunities, but she's fine for suicides because you'll start off with the bleed and the poison. You start off bleed immune, so okay, that's irrelevant. You can switch over to your poison, your plague, curse plague, whatever it is, and then she's poison immune, so you drop off your poison. Okay, so we're done with the mystic ones. Okay. But Ultron, yeah, I mean, because he's a robot, so he's going to bring a few other things to the table just from that. Like, Omega Red wouldn't be effective against him or as effective. You could go against a biohazard and not have to worry if you're hitting into block or not, whereas for Claire, you would have to be conscious of what stance you're in or which plague you're in or curse you're in. All these different damn things. Both are worth to rank up either way. Yeah. Berserk, how you doing? Just his abilities can't be reduced, but parry can fail. Yeah, but against Archangel, the ability accuracy reduction would never be a factor because he's never going to get neurotoxin on him. So I used Kitty somewhere as a 4-star. It was Arena, I guess, yeah. And I'd never actually paid attention to using her, but like I was keeping track of the prowess and being able to phase, and it was like twice I used her. And I'm starting to think now, like I know that she's a good champ, lots of hype and stuff, but I was like, if I get her, I get her. But I'm thinking I really want her now. So I'll be waiting quite a while for the next featured arena, or for the next featured 6-star. Yeah, maybe the next basic arena for her, or not the next, but the basic arena for her. Yeah, and I think I would prefer her over Hercules. Because I just much prefer... I guess in both cases you're having to pay attention to what you're doing, but I much prefer champions where you really don't need to watch what you're doing. I got my name from the anime Berserk. Very good anime. Old but good. Berserk was a game on the Atari in the 80s. Great game. So I've been watching Rick and Morty. And it gets a lot more graphic in season 3. Holy. I think the episode that I noticed it was where he turns himself into a pickle? Yeah, he turns himself into a pickle. And that episode, the language changes and the violence changes a fair bit. Okay, so we're done with mutant. Okay. Oh crap, I need to be running tech a lot because I got a lot of the tech boosts in overflow. Okay. I'm back, bought 50 refilled bundle, gonna do a lot of variants. I guess, eh? Damn, son. Okay. I was watching a bit of Rob Von Schu's stream last night, and somebody in chat was saying that he has a good voice for radio, and it made me think of you, Relentless, because I was like, well, you need to be listening to Relentless Grinds. I'm in beginning of 6.2, maybe once I rank up something for content, not because I like playing. Yeah, I mean, there are certain champions. It doesn't matter how much you like or dislike them. They're just going to be great options, right? Like I realize that Quake is a great option for a lot of stuff. I don't play her. But that doesn't decrease her usefulness at all. I could 565 Ghost. Yeah, I mean, she's still going to be good for a lot of stuff, but I don't know. Yeah. Like, I feel, I guess it's only one thing in particular, but I do feel like they've made changes to her. And we just think that they're, because of the control issues. Now, I don't know if we'll see more changes to her, but I don't know if she would be somebody I would rush into investing in too much right now. Until we know if whatever things are going on with her are intentional or just part of the overall problems with the game. People say she carries Act 6. Yeah, she gets through a lot of Act 6. Now, I don't know for 7.3 how applicable she is. I've only done 5 paths. I used her for 1 path. She was fine for that 1 path. But I haven't looked at other paths to see whether she is somebody I would use there. But I mean, 7.1, 7.2, pretty much the entirety of Act 6, she's quite good for. So yeah, she'll help with a lot of that for sure. But yeah, like I said, my only issue is I don't know if her changes or how she's functioning currently is meant to be the case or if it's a bug. And I mean, if you're not running suicides, or if you're not relying on the hood synergy, well, the hood synergy is still good if you want to tank L3s. So if all you're missing out on is the ability to phase recoil, it's not really the end of the world, because you're not going to need to throw that many L2s in a fight where the recoil is going to kill you. So it would just be that you would need to use a few health pots in between fights where you had to throw multiple L2s. But I really feel that her being able to phase recoil, I don't think we're going to ever see that ability again, or that happening again with her. Haven't noticed anything weird about her. Yeah, no, it's only for phasing recoil with the hood synergy that you'd see any difference. And then they were introducing a node for war that was going to impact, which was there to impact her and Quake. They've removed the war because it was impacting more than they wanted. But I think that's should be an indication that they're thinking this way. They're thinking of doing things to impede certain characters. Boy, I need to get using on some of this energy. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 3 that I should use today. Okay. I use my 5 and 6 star ghosts a lot for AQ and war and story. No, she's still usable. It's just the being able to phase recoil, you can't do currently, and with them introducing nodes and with the inability to phase, it makes me think that they might have more in store to decrease her usefulness. I just watched a cool history on the jack-o'-lantern. Didn't know it was invented by the Irish. Cool story behind it. Involves a guy named Stingy Jack and the Devil. Any chat suggestions for a Thorns node? Namor would be your best bet. Omega would be another good option. And then I think energy dealers in general would be good for Thorns. No. Well, yeah, non-contact. But yeah, Namor would be your best option. Wait, did I? No. You're out of those. Okay. Man Falcon, how you doing? It has been a while. I don't and never will have suicide. Yeah, so if that's not a consideration, then that wouldn't matter whatsoever. Then the only thing to be a consideration for ghosts is just how they want to change the game to impede her, or portions of the game. How's it playing? I just finished work. 9 hours of the hottest supermarket shelf stack you ever did see. Maybe exaggerating. Guardian, Gilly 2099, Quake, Maxig, Namor. Well, Gilly 2099 would still take damage from the Thorns, wouldn't she? I mean, she'll heal up when she gets low. So, Man Falcon, have your guys' hardcore lockdowns ended? Or is it just that like that's not the approach they're going to take? Because I think now they've gone to encouraging vaccinations rather than the close it all down. I can't use any of her synergies in Act 6 that I would like, but she should be fine without. Okay, so the biggest synergy most people would rely on would be the Wasp. And I think it's better to get used to playing her without Wasp. It is definitely handy where your specials are unblockable. But yeah, if you can get by without needing that, it's definitely a benefit. Yeah, we don't need mutant. Oh, so we're right back to just science and tech. Okay. Variant 6, no Namor. Okay. Well, you didn't say where. You just said to counter Thorns. So, Omega Red would probably be your best bet then. Doom would counter. What am I looking at? Oh, there we go. Doom would counter like Korg's Thorns, but I don't know if he would do Thorns in general. If he would counter it. Oh, I think no. Sim Supreme wouldn't be applicable there. Doom and Omega. That might be about it. And I'm not sure if Doom would work too well. And actually, Omega would only be on the tentacle hits. But with Omega, if you're holding on to your L3, you could reclaim pretty much any health you lost anyways. I tried Diablo, took damage. Yeah, you would take damage with Diablo because it's all physical hits. Although with Diablo, depending on the sig level, it should be less. Crossbones can do, but not reliable. Yeah, and for crossbones, you'd have to have the Furies. So you have to start off with the dash back, hold, block. Okay. I think I would have probably used Omega then for that in variant 6. Because I didn't use him for a lot. I used Doom for a fair bit. I used Magneto for a fair bit. I used Ghost for a lot. Does Ghost remove degen nodes? If it's an active degen, but if it's a passive, no. But if you've got Hood on the team, anytime she phases, she'll take no damage, passive or otherwise. Because Hulk Ragnarok would do you no good there. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We have some areas at level 3, and the rest of us are level 2 until case numbers go down, but we are going to have to live with it like the rest of the world. We gave it a good go. Yeah. Strife counter storms. Okay. Yeah, I think pretty soon for Canada, it's going to be pretty much be vaccinated to participate. Well, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how we've gone. You have to be vaccinated to participate in society. If you aren't vaccinated, there's not too much you can do. You can't travel domestically. You can't go to a restaurant. I think there's. No, I don't think that's Canada. But I think there's somewhere that to go to a grocery store, you have to provide a negative test or proof of vaccination. Doom doesn't count threats. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but like Doom would counter Korg. Ghost is good for tech variant. That's another reason I kind of want to rank her up. The best for the tech variant would be Sentinel, because there's a global buff throughout the entire variant that benefits Sentinel. And I think I ended up taking Sentinel to rank 4 specifically for that. Like prior to that, I had no reason to take him beyond rank 3. But then where I saw he gets a benefit for that entire variant, I'm like, well, hey, why not? Magneto, Omega Red, Kingpin, Crossbones are the only options for variant 6 Thorn Spa. Oh, okay. I went to dash back and I just stood there. And took a bunch of feet to the face. because Unstoppable gains 10% of health back. It still feels wrong to rank up Ghost since I have always hated her for kind of low damage and say often she really is overrated. But then you've never really used her, right? Because if you don't have her ranked up too high, would you have used her much? And if she's not ranked up, yeah, her damage would be low. What way do you count variant? I know variant 4, it's same from left to right. I think they actually have it in order. Well, the game doesn't crack. I hit 150,000 SP2 all day in RO with Ghost. 6-star Ghost, though. And I'm assuming that's probably with Odin and Ant-Man. Without synergy suicide, their buffs to take advantage of her damage really isn't that high up. So who would you say does higher damage than Ghost? Either perfect situation, meaning synergies, masteries, blah blah, or without. Who would you say does more damage? That's as quickly accessible as hers is. Yeah, I think going from right to left, yeah, they are in order. So Ultron's Assault, Variant 1, Microrealms 2, 3, Waning Moon is 4, yeah, 5, 6, and 7. Which I guess it makes sense to have it that way, right? Because most likely the most recent variant is the one people would be working on. So that's the one to the furthest left. But yeah. You're going to say Apocalypse? Apocalypse. No, his L2 damage isn't as quickly accessible as Ghost's is. Because you need to have, like, to get the max out of his L2, you want to have a debuff on the opponent, which isn't hard to do. You can just use a heavy to get the bleed, but it's yeah. So everything considered equal. So both of them duped. Ghost will get to her L2 faster than Apocalypse would. Okay, I think we still had just science and tech, yeah. No, okay, just tech. It really depends on matchup. I bring in synergies, but let me try it now with none. I get parries up by loading heavies. 2, then get up 5 charges, then fire it out. Yeah, so you're playing Ghost optimally. For ROL, Winter Soldier, I have never surpassed Apocalypse in hit count and KOs. Yeah, but that's not a fair comparison, right? Because he's going to have class advantage there. So if you want to do a good comparison, Rhino would be the best one. Because everything would be equal for the two of them. I mean, you could do Juggernaut, but that can be a slow fight depending on the RNG. So for Apocalypse, how are you doing him for Winter Soldier? Are you doing your L1, L2, then L3? Or L2, L1, L3? But yeah, Winter Soldier, I would say on their own, I think Ghost would be faster. Yeah, duped Ghost against Winter Soldier should be faster if Winter Soldier is throwing his specials. because she's going to be at an L2 the whole time. And Captain Marvel wouldn't be a fair fight because Ghost would have class disadvantage. I'm just thinking, if you took in the optimal synergy team for both, Ghost is faster if Apocalypse is alone. Yeah, well, the only thing with that though is that if you're looking at like just them, just Ghost, just Apocalypse, getting Ghost's L2 is it's fine, but you're good. Like your timing is going to be a little bit different because you're going to have to wait for openings. Whereas if you've got the Wasp on the team, you just throw your L2 whenever you want. Okay, yeah, I said give me somebody who would do more damage. So you gave one. Who else would you say, other than Apocalypse? What is considered optimal for Apocalypse? Probably Cable and Strife. I don't know if you'd want anybody else necessarily. But those two definitely. I don't think... Would you be able to get a crit team going? Yeah, you might be able to get a crit team. A little bit of crit. With Storm and Wolverine, maybe? Sunspot needs it. Yeah, so... It was who would be able to access the amount of damage as quickly as Ghost. So yeah, no, Sunspot wouldn't be able to. He could definitely do the damage, but he wouldn't get to it as quick as she would. So, I mean, at the end of the day, there's very few champions that would be, you can even bring up, right? And I don't know how many of them are out damaging her. So yeah, I wouldn't say she's underrated at all. I think she's where people place her. I think it's appropriate. Usually it's between her and Quake. Top 5, absolutely. I don't know if the non-phasing of recoil actually would... Ooh, we pulled it off. I don't know if the non-phasing of recoil would really make much impact of how OP she is. The thing is, I've never seen my Ghost doing the insane damage people say she can do. But you're not running suicides, right? Because that's a huge component. So yeah, if you're not running suicides, you absolutely wouldn't see her doing the damage that people are saying. But you could say the same thing for anybody. The difference with her, though, is she can do that damage with suicides, but she's sustainable with it. Well, but this is also part of the thing, is just because a champion is great or people like a champion doesn't necessarily mean that champion is for everybody, right? Like she's fine without suicides. She's great with. But if you're somebody who doesn't run suicides, well, then it's not, it's not a consideration for you. Or Omega Red. Although, Omega Red isn't as dependent on suicides as people think. The most important thing for him is high sync. The damage difference is not very much. I don't play Ghost because I'm too lazy to learn her playstyle. Yeah, that's me and Quake pretty much. Quake, Tigra. What's funny? I was spending a fair time with iHulk, getting better with him at R2. I took him to R3, and I don't use him. I should actually practice with him at R3 a fair bit. They say, oh, but either way, she has more damage than Apocalypse. She does not without Ant-Man or Suicides. Yeah, so then that would be the thing where... Well, there's two things there. One, some champions are made to benefit from specific masteries and specific... Like, you can build a team and masteries around a champion. She is somebody like that. And then, but I think the true comparison has to be 1-to-1. But that's not the way the game is made, right? Like, there are certain masteries that are going to benefit somebody more than others. There are certain champions that rely heavily on synergies, whereas others don't. Like, for example, the crazy damage that Thing can do is very dependent on a full synergy team. Whereas Hyperion, he doesn't need anybody. He just goes in and beats stuff up. So I guess you could look at it a couple ways. One, you could look at it as just a 1-to-1, or you could also look at it as an ideal setup for each champion. SP2 no synergies, Ghost RL, Winter Soldier, just tried it, and that's only with 3 charges. Could be more if I had 5. I can try my rank 5 instead of my rank 3. But those damn kids in global chat, it doesn't matter. I don't play Ghost because I don't like her. Last rank up I did Psycho Man over her, but she is still at rank 1. Yeah. Yeah, no, if you don't like a champion for whatever reason, whether it be you don't like how their playstyle, the way they look, whatever, then putting resources into the champion doesn't make much sense. They also aspire you. Okay, let's get this fight going properly. Okay. That's why did you rank up Apocalypse for Clara Gauss? Well, maybe because without Suicides, Apocalypse beats them both. Well, I don't know why anybody would question that, to be honest. Like, I think Apocalypse over anybody is an absolutely fine. Well, anything is a fine rank up if it's somebody you want to rank up. If you want to take Groot to rank 4, that's fine. It's your account, it's your resources. But yeah, I don't see why anybody would question an Apocalypse over other champions. He's one of the top champions of the game. And he benefits his entire class. You can get that benefit by using a level 1 revive, or you could just do a fight with him as well. And the higher rank he is, the easier that one fight that you have to do with him is going to be. Everything considered equal, if I had all the champions at the same rank. Actually, you know what? Right now, I would take Apocalypse over Ghost. When I was doing Act 6, though, I would take Ghost over Apocalypse. But as the game is right now, yeah, I would rank Apocalypse over Ghost. I would probably rank... Claire or Apocalypse would... I'd have to think about. But as it is right now, yeah, Apocalypse over Ghost. Oh, Apocalypse is so fun to play. Yes, he is. He is a lot. It's unbelievable the amount that he brings to the table. Like, never mind the Horseman thing, but the amount that he brings to the table for himself, like the immunities, the debuffs, the passive debuffs. Man, it is crazy. But I think that's one of the reasons why a tier chart or tier list is difficult. And I don't think there's any way you could make a list. And people have tried by like giving different things, different values and stuff like that. But I don't think there's any way that you can make a list where that everybody's going to be like, yep, that's it. I like Moon Knight cosmetic stat. I never make horseman, just wreck through anything by himself. I do the horseman thing just because it's cool, honestly. Like, for example, I'm holding off on the mutant quest for the monthly simply because I want to go through it with R3 Omega Red as a horseman. I just think it would be, it's definitely not a necessity, but I think it would be fun, and I think it would be cool. I could do it with the 5-star. I could also do it with Apocalypse. Or I could just make somebody a horseman and go through it with them, because then the bleed is irrelevant. But I specifically want to do it with Omega Red, so I'm holding off on it. I used to hate to play with Ghost and Quake until I learned them. Still don't care for Quake too much, but love Ghost now. But I would rank up Red Skull over Ghost back in the day. You know, I was actually... So it was a very specific... It was only one fight. But I was on the buffed up lane for map 7 for AQ. And in the second section, there is... It might change. I think it was Red Skull. Starts with 2 bars of power. And I was trying to think of who would be applicable for that fight. And Red Skull actually would be really good. Because you would start off with your armor up, so you already got the buffed up covered. And as long as you let him hit into your block, you're going to decrease his power. I ended up just letting him throw his L2 and blocking through it. But I was like, that would not be a bad option for that at all. Ooh, let's, because we're all out of, we're all out of the 3-star boosts. We might have some for 4 stars. Yes, we do. We sure do. So we're going to get to 3.8, and that will be that for this session. Once I take Red Deadpool to R5, I want to see what he's like as a horseman. That'd be interesting. Elsa's cool. R3 here for defense, but like her too. Yeah, I went through... There was a while back where I was looking to rank up a skill champion with a gem. And I was going to do Elsa. And then it was people in chat that were suggesting Mole Man. I ended up going Mole Man. And I didn't use him much as a 5-star. I don't use him much as a 6-star, but I do definitely see his use. And once I started to play him relatively properly, I was like, okay. I think that's a big thing, though, too, right? Like, how much exposure you have to a champion will really dictate, how much you value them, too. Elsa Rex Science, large and extra large with high Sig 2 and even parry is so cool and has neat utility. Yeah, sometimes I do Horseman Storm Pyramid. She is beast, but often she's there just for immunities. Okay. That's the worst, when you're dashing back and he still gets you. Bishop as a horseman is very cool. I have 565 Mole Man. In fact, only 565 who I have are Elsa and Mole Man for now. Soon someone joins the club. Okay. Ooh. That's what I get for reading. Uh-oh. No! Ah! Mole Man is generally better than Elsa. I also have him R3 and use him more than Elsa. Yeah, he's pretty cool. It's crazy how some of these buffs have gone, though. Like, they've taken somebody that, if you pull, you want to quit the game, to making them somebody that's who you're trying to get when you're opening crystals. My last 6-star crystal was Hawkeye. Took 2 days to open MCOC again. Dude, I think I pulled him initially, and I think I duped him twice. So no, 3 times. Because there was one where I think I opened 3 crystals, and 2 of them were Hawkeye. And the thing that was the worst about it was at the time I was trying to get a dupe on Aegon as a 6-star. And I was like, why can't I take one of these dupes on Hawkeye and apply to Aegon? And why don't you dupe champions that frequently when they're champions that need a high sig? Like if I get Omega Awakened here and put some SIGs into him, I'll probably never dupe him. Justin, how you doing? Okay, so there we go. 3.8 million. Excellent. So, let's see how long we got until the 5 stars are all cooled down. Should have a couple hours. Like 2 or 3. Let's see who we got going on the YouTubes and the Twitchers. So, for the 5 stars... Oh, just an hour. All right, well, I'll be back to the arena craziness pretty quick here. But that's it for me. Let's head on over to Mr. Shadow, who is streaming the arena currently. And the usual hashtag. How come at 4th I pull the deathmatch team in arena? 10k for you. Team is 25k. Damn it, MCO lost my streak at 4th. That wouldn't really be a deathmatch. I mean, you may have lost, but that wouldn't be considered a deathmatch because that's only 2.5 times your team rating. I think a deathmatch is like, I guess it would be close to it, but I think a deathmatch is like 3 or more times your rating. But yeah, the 4th match, that's pretty early. Anyways, that is it for me. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.